ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। A very warm welcome to entire Sangat in today's talk. Every week we are discussing different topics. Last week we discussed different aspects of Guru. Importance of Guru is there in our life, and the meaning of Guru, he is dispeller of darkness, and the different aspects that we understood in our previous lecture. Today, by the end of today's lecture, we'll be able to understand the importance of true Guru in our life. And at the different stages of our life, there are different kind of gurus are there, those who are teaching us, guiding us. Darkness is there. Every guru or every teacher or every master cannot help us to come out from the darkness. And Guru's role and Guru's guidance is much needed in everyone's life. Everyone needs a guru. We may belong to different sectors. In the field of education, or we want to learn any art. Actually, the moment we born, from our birth, we need a guru. Gurudev Mata, Gurudev Pita, Gurudev Swami Parameswara. The moment we born, from our birth, importance of Guru arises. Guru in the form of mother. Gurudev Mata, mother. She is taking care of her child, guiding her child what to do, how should we do, what we are supposed to eat, what should you not eat, different kind of things, teaching us. We are getting this kind of information, teachings from our mother. So role of mother is much important. And the truth is, child cannot survive without mother or father. If no one is there to take care, then child cannot survive. For the survival, child needs someone who can take care. So most of the time, it's his mother. Gurudev Mata. Guru, teacher, a divine teacher is a mother as well. Different aspects we are able to learn from our mother only. Gurudev Pita, we are learning a lot of things from our family, from mother and from father. Mother, it's such a beautiful word, and in different languages, it starts from the same letter actually. Mother, in Punjabi we say Mata, in Hindi they say Ma. So Ma starts from M, Mata starts from M, mother starts from M. The same starting in different languages. Gurudev Mata. So first and the most important guru in everyone's life is mother. Without this teacher, we cannot survive. So we can say the most important guru is father, mother, then Gurudev Swami Parameswara. Then Guruji is saying the Lord, God, our real master, our creator, he is our guru. He is telling us, he is teaching us different things and everything of our life. whenever and wherever we are going. The one thing is, firstly, we learn a lot of things from our family, how they are doing, what they are doing, how they are managing things. Actually, the truth is, child don't learn what we say, he learn what we do from our actions. If you are telling something to your child, but you are not following, your child will not follow as well. If you are doing something, your child will do the same. If you are doing or if you are reciting the name of the Lord, he will follow you. If you are abusive in the house, in the family, and your child can hear you, he will also repeat the same. If you are saying Vaheguru, Vaheguru, he will repeat it. If you are saying something bad words, any bad word, he's going to follow you. So importance of mother, importance of father is much, much important as a guru as well, from the childhood, from the moment a child born. Then a different stage when we are able to learn from anyone. I'll just share a small story. Once upon a time, a saint was going through a forest and he needed to stay somewhere because it was dark. He went to someone's house, and that house was of a person who was a thief. He was going every morning. That thief was waking up in the morning by 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and sometimes 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. And he was going regularly to get something so that he can steal something. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. That saint was just looking at him and asked him, "Did you able to get something?" Then that thief replied, "I did not get anything. I did not get a chance to steal something, but again, no worries, I'll go tomorrow again. Not an issue." This saint learned a lesson. This saint learned a lesson from this thief, that how energetic is he. Although he's not getting success, he's waking up early in the morning every day, even without success. A lot of energy is there, enthusiasm is there. Then how can I stop reciting the name of the Lord? He cannot stop doing even a bad thing. How can I stop it? Reciting the name of the Lord. Then the saint was able to get something, a virtue, we can say. Even from his bad deed, he could able to get something good. This is also a different point where we are able to learn from anyone or from everyone, because darkness is there. We need to kill our darkness. And the same kind of story do come in the life of Mahatma Buddha as well. He was going somewhere. He just saw a dyed flower. He saw an old man, and also he saw a dyed person as well. Then he asked, "What is this? Why is this happening?" He got the answer. It is going to happen with everyone. Siddharth surprised. He got dumbfounded. How is it possible? Then he asked about himself as well. Will I die as well? Yes. You will also die. You will also be an old person. So while looking at dyed flower, while looking at an old person, while looking at a dead body, these three things changed his life completely. Then he was able to understand, like, I need someone and something. Once we are able to understand, still we need a guru. Because if we are able to know few things, what we are not supposed to do in this life. But what to do? What should I do? Again, we need someone. Guru Angad Sahib Ji says, जे सौ चंदा उगवे सूरज चढ़े हजार एते चानन होंदियां गुरबिन कोर अंधार. In our daily life, if we are walking somewhere, we need light to survive. We cannot walk without light. We need light. Otherwise, we will lost or there would be many accidents. If we are not able to see, then we cannot walk. We cannot do anything. So Guru, we can say, in our world, Sun is also a Guru who is able to give us light so that we can survive in this world. Sun is there to provide light so that we can do all our things, whatever we need to do, whatever we want to do, whatever we should do. But then Guru Angad Sahib Ji is telling us something different. Guruji is saying even thousands of sun cannot provide light. But in our meaning, we'll able to see thousands of suns would be able to provide more than enough light. But here, Guru Angad Sahib Ji is not talking about the outer world. Outer world, there is a sun who is giving us light, main source for our survival. But ete chanan honteyan, even there is so much light, hundred of moons, thousands of suns, but still gur bin kor andar. There is darkness within us, and Guru is the one who will able to help us to come out of the darkness. Guru is the one who will able to help us so that we can come out. Sun is there to provide us light so that we can survive in outer world. If we are not able to see, if there is no sun, we cannot survive. The same way, in our inner world, there is a darkness. Now, what kind of darkness is this? Gurbani is helping us to understand that. Darkness is Ditta Kitena Santokhiyan Antar Trisna Bahut Agyan Andar. Agyan, ignorance is darkness. Our voices are darkness. If we are in the trap of jealousy, if we are in the trap of Trishna, means never satisfied, we need more and more, we are never grateful for anything, but we just need more and more and more. This is our blindness. This is our darkness. Ditta Kitana Santokhiyan, which means Ditta. Lord gave us a lot of things, more than we deserved, more than we imagined. Actually, we never imagined everything. Still, we got a lot of things. Ditta Kitana Santokhiyan. So we are never satisfied after getting enough things. Why? Antar Trishna, because from within ourselves, there is a desire for more and more and more. Bahut agyan andar. This is too much ignorance is there. This is a darkness. This is a blindness. We are never able to say thanks. We are never able to show our gratitude, gratefulness to the Lord. Once upon a time, a guru and his disciple went to pilgrimage. They went to many religious places, and after an year, they came back to their place. They were living in a hut, very small hut. The moment they were able to come back to their place, they found, because of the storms, half of that hut was gone. Just 50% of the hut was there. There was no roof, and rest, half hut was not there. So disciple started complaining to God. He started complaining, we are able to see all houses are safe. All other big palaces are safe. Although we went to pilgrimage, we went to religious places, we were teaching to other people about you. Still, you did not save our hut even. It was a very small thing. You saved other people's houses, but you did not save our hut even. So he was complaining again and again and becoming more and more loud to Lord. Then he saw, after a few minutes, his guru sat down on the floor. Then the disciple thought, maybe now my guru will complain in other words, in more words, in a better way. So he was just sitting next to him so that he can hear how his guru is going to complain about it. His guru started. His guru said to Lord, I am very thankful to you, my Lord. There were storms, but still I am able to find my place. Half of my hut is here. I'm sure, definitely you were the one who gave his hand to keep my hut safe. Otherwise, it was not possible. In the storms, everything went away. Still, my hut is there. Definitely, you were the one who saved it. Otherwise, it was not possible. Situation is same. There is no difference in the situation, but in the prayer, it's huge difference. One is saying, you did not save even my half of the hut. Other one is saying, I'm sure you were the one who saved my half of the hut. Otherwise, hut could not survive any storm at all. Hut was so weak. We could not able to find our place even, but I'm sure you were the one who saved my half hut. So in the same situation, we can react differently, but Guru's importance is there, who is going to guide us, who is going to tell us. Still, we got more than enough. If we need some peace, if we need some satisfaction in our life, then definitely importance of Guru is there. If we don't need it, then definitely maybe there is not really need. Because now we are talking about the Guru who will help us to guide, to get the real peace from within ourselves. There is a Guru, those who are helping us to get a lot of things in the outer world. But yes, we need the real peace. Guru Angad Sahib is also telling us, teaching us in the different way. Andha Jagat, Andhvar Tara, Baj Guru Gubara. Andha Jagat. This world is blind. Andha Vartara. So that is why they are dealing in the same way, because they all are blind. Now we may say, there are many people, those who are able to see. There are very less count, fewer people, those who are not able to see. But Guruji is saying, Andha Jagat, Andvartara, Baj. Baj means without. Without Guru Gubara, without the Guru, if we don't have the real Guru, our Guru is Shabad Guru Surtatun Chela. Shabad is our Guru, Guru Granth Sahib is our Guru, Guru Manyo Granth. So if we are not following, if we are not able to understand, Gurbani is, Guru Amar Das is saying, Andha Jagat. We are thinking to find someone in this world as a Guru, as a mentor. So Guruji is telling us, we need to take care, or maybe even he is also blind. He's also looking for some light. We need light to see things. If we are walking on the path, we are not able to see what is there. We may fall down. We may fall somewhere. We may meet with an accident if we are not able to see the things. We need a light to fight. Even if we need to fight, we need a light. Without that, it's not possible to fight even. We can get loose from the weaker things as well. So in the same way, our vices, this calm, krodh, lust, anger, greed, they are just robbing us every time. So if we need to fight with them, we need some light in the room. It's just like a person is in a room and 5 more people are there, but those 5 are able to see, but the one cannot. So it's very difficult to fight with them because one is not able to see, and although there are 5. So we need light at least. Although if you are much capable, powerful, if you cannot see, it's next to impossible to fight with those 5. So we need light. We need strength. We need power. So in the darkness, Guru is our power. Guru is our light. Who will give light, will able to take care of ourselves, will able to see where should I put my feet, where should I put my hand, what should I see with my eyes, what should I listen with my ears, what should I say while speaking. Guru is the light who is going to tell us and who will help us to come out from our darkness, from our vices. And Guru is the one who will provide us light. That is why Guru is important. He will able to help us to bring our life from vices to virtues. Andha Jagat, Andvartara, Baj Guru Gubara. Guru Amar Das is telling us, no need to keep your faith and trying to find a Guru or someone else in this world. Maybe all are just blind. Don't look at for them. So what should I do? If I want to do seva of a real Guru, seva of a true Guru, who will help me to come out of this darkness, darkness of lust, darkness of anger. In the anger, we just say one sentence that can ruin someone's life. In the anger, we say a lot of things that we should take care about. Sometimes just because of a sentence, just because of 1 minute's anger, we lose our relations. So for that, we need to do something. We need to do our Guru's seva. We need to do some work for our Guru, who will help us to come from vices to virtues, who will kill our greed and bring compassion within us. Now, we are just in the trap of darkness. We are in the trap of vices, in the trap of greed, anger, but He'll able to help us from greed and anger to politeness, to sweetness, to compassion, to donations. So, Gur ki tahal, Guru ki seva. Here, Guru, Guru, Gur. Gur ki tahal, Guru ki seva. Now, how can I work for my Guru? What can I do for my Guru? How can I serve my Guru? There is the answer for that. Guru ki agya pani. Agya means his command. So how can I work for my Guru? How can I serve my Guru? So there is a one way. What is that? Guru ki agya pani. Guru's agya. Whatever Guru is saying, just follow his command. There are only two ways. Either we can follow our command, what I want to do. Other is what Guru wants me to do. If I can follow that command, because Guru can help us, Guru can bring light to us, Guru can guide us, but then the thing will start once we will keep moving. Until unless we are not ready to move, Guru will not able to help us. He will guide us. He will provide light to us. He will bring solutions to us. He will tell us what to do, how should you do, what are the things which are required. But yes, by the end of the time, we are the one who need to follow the command. We are ready to follow the command in our daily life of our temporary gurus. Sometimes we are learning from mother, sometimes we are learning from our teachers in the school, then professors, lecturers from universities, and sometimes some people, those who have the other kind of wisdom, they are able to learn from the nature, from other things directly. But if we are not able to understand, still we want someone who can help us, who can guide us. How can we bring peace? Because whatever we want to do, still we are looking for peace. Maybe we are able to find our luxury life, but still peace is needed. So how to do Guru ki seva? How can we work for Guru? Guru ki tahal, Guru ki seva, Guru ki agya pani. There is only one way we can follow the command of Guru. Then only we'll able to come out from the darkness to light. He will help us. Guru is important in any and every stage of the life. But then we need to make sure Kabir sacha Satguru kya kare, jo sikha meh chuk. Now Guru can guide us. Guru is guiding us. Guru is telling us what is right, what is wrong. What should we do? How should we do? What is darkness? And darkness means if we are getting some pain. For example, there's a dark room. If I'm walking and if I just not able to walk properly, I'm getting, if I am able to feel someone is beating me and I'm not able to see, which means I'm in the dark room. In this world, we are not able to recognize what is right and what is wrong. The things that looks good, sometimes that is not good. And sometimes the things doesn't look good to us. They are actually good for us. As an example, sometimes or maybe most of the time, we don't find good to do some good things, going to religious places. Maybe we like something else, but the result of those things are not good. As even in our food also we can think, there are many healthy dishes that maybe we don't found delicious, but most of the delicious food maybe not actually healthy. So the food which is delicious, maybe that is not healthy, and the food which is not delicious to us, but maybe which is more healthier than anything else. Now we need to think in the same way. Maybe now anger, greed, lust we are able to found more enjoyable, more joyful, more entertaining. It is just like we are more focused on the food which is not healthier. Maybe we are more focused on fast food and we are thinking will able to help us. It will have able to help us, but actually it will not. So the same thing is happening in our life. From our experience, we are finding something else is good. But as Guru is telling us, so we are not able to follow that. It is difficult, easy to say, easy to listen, but yes, it's not as easy to be practical, to imbibe these things in our life. But yes, we can do it. We are able to understand, definitely, then we can walk on the path of Almighty as well. But until unless we will not walk, all listening things, all discussions will not able to give us the real fruit. That is why Kabir ji had to say this. Kabir, Sacha Satgur kya kara? The real Guru, maybe he's very important. He's able to tell us what to do. How can we come out from our darkness? Jo sikha mein chuk, if Sikhs are not following it, if they are not able to follow it, if they are not able to bring those things in our life, then even if we have our true Guru, still we may lost in the darkness. As we can say, Guruji told us, Guru Manyo Granth. Granth is our Guru. Shabad Guru Surt Tunchela. Shabad is Guru. Still, if we are looking for the body worship, we are looking someone who can talk as a person, so then definitely we need to say Kabir Sacha Satgur kya kare jo sikha meh chuk. So we need to imbibe, we need to understand, we need to think about it. Our Guru is a Shabad, our Guru is Guru Manyo Granth, and we need to learn the values, we need to imbibe the concept and values in our life. Until unless we will not follow it, although Guru is telling us, will not able to attain the real happiness. If we want peace in our life, then Guru is important. If we want wisdom in our life, then Guru is important. If we want satisfaction in our life, Guru is important. If we need compassion in our life, Guru is important. If we need all kind of virtues in our life, Guru is important, and only importance, only finding the true Guru will not help us until unless we will not follow his commands. So this is very important. We no need to look, we doesn't need to look for a true Guru. Guru is here. We just need to follow the command. Earlier, it used to happen. People were not able to find the true Guru. There were many culprits. As stories comes in from the life of Guru Nanak Sahib Ji as well. It was a time when people or other sages, those so-called sages, started saying as himself as a Guru Nanak Sahib Ji. So it was there as time as well. As King Shivnab got robbed by different sages, so-called sages, those who were claiming as Guru Nanak Sahib. So earlier it was very difficult as well to find the real Guru, true Guru. Now we know. So what we need to do is just to imbibe the words, just imbibe commands in our life. He will help us. Those commands, those messages will help us to come from the darkness to the light of virtues. So it is possible by following the command of Guruji. So now I request you to entire Sangat. So if you get any idea or what did you learn, if you are able to find different message from any different pankti, or if you have any personal experience, any Gurbani line, Gurbani pankti, or anything, if you want to share any feedback, any criticism, if any, or anything you want to suggest, so definitely feel free to tell us. Now I'm giving you the option. You can unmute yourself and kindly share your point of view, kindly share your wisdom so that we all can get some more benefit and can have more understanding how Guru is important to bring light in our life, how Guru is playing his role, how Guru is working for all of us. So kindly share your inputs. I appreciate your time. So now I turn over the floor to you, entire Sangat. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह जी हाँ जी
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह
हाँ जी
Mohan Hanji. I always go to Gurdwara thinking that I can learn something, but unfortunately at the moment I find very little learning takes place. We do make an appeal during our das. Sade kam, krodh, lobh, mohankar to bacha. But no action is taken to teach us how to do that. I feel there should be some kind of training on how to handle these human emotions which are creating a lot of problems. Any advice from you, Ji?
Thank you very much, Mohanji. Very deep, very thought-provoking question is this. Gurbani is telling us actually about each and every aspect of our life. Although these all things are important, but how should we handle that is also needed. If there is greed, then we need to understand the language of compassion. Greed means I should take it. Compassion is I should give it. If we are able to understand everything or everywhere is Lord, as we say, sab gobind hai, sab gobind hai. If we are able to love everyone, definitely there is no real place for the cheat, as we love our child. So we never think bad about our child. We always want some goodness. So it's not one day process, but yes, there are different voices. And Gurbani says every voice is not active on everyone. For example, someone could have ego problem. Someone may have some issue with lust. Someone may have anger. So firstly, we need to think about it, and there are different Gurbani Panktis. Gurbani is telling us, teaching to us, how can we deal with different aspects, with the different voices in our life. So yes, Gurbani is telling us, but there are different ways. So now what should we do? As if we don't know about it, we should start diverting our mind. There is a Gurbani, Guru Nanak Sahib Ji says, Amrit Vela Sach Now Vadiyai Vichar. We can start reciting the name of the Lord in the morning. That gives you the more energy. Then you can fight with all the vices. Guruji himself says, Bhagat Khai Amrit Vela Vatte Ka Bijya. If we are reciting the name of the Lord in the morning, Amrit Vela Vatte Ka Bijya Bhagat Khaye Kharch Rahe. Khaye, eating, Kharch Rahe, spending, Nikhutte Nahi. Nikhutte means it is not getting finished. So I believe we should start reciting the name of the Lord in the morning. So then we'll be able to get more energy, more power to fight with our vices. And if those things are coming to our mind, we must try to divert our mind. If we are able to give more time to any voice, that will increase wherever we are giving time. So I believe in the beginning, we must start reciting the name of the Lord in the morning and try to understand the meaning of the Gurbani as much as we can. I hope easily and slowly we'll able to understand, able to get more messages in our life, and we'll able to fight. As we just discussed today, we are in the darkness. We don't know what kind of voices, what kind of enemies are there. But reciting the name of the Lord will bring more light. We'll able to see what are actually my voices, what are my problems. Once we'll able to see it, we'll able to fight it as well. As you have this question, so that is also important, which means we are able to see there are few things that we need to work on. So this is also first step towards that. So I really wish ki Guru Sahib Kirpa Karan on all of us so that we can work on it. I hope this will help to all of us,
Thank you.
Mohanji.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ji. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to share something or wants to say? Hanji.
Only 6 to 7 tomorrow.
Hanji Tanvanji, you are unmuted. Would you like to add something?
Yeah, I'd like to add something that when I was young, I didn't learn much going to the Gurdwara. My parents were very religious. We were taken to do lots of seva when we were young. We went to the Gurdwara, we sat there, listened to the whole, the prayers, but nobody explained the meaning of what it meant. I don't think even the Gyani, who was the Granthi there, knew as much. They said whatever they could, but it didn't mean much. But anyway, we kept on going. But when I was doing my HSC, my parents sent me to Kuala Lumpur, and I was brought up in Malaysia. So I stayed in a Christian hostel, and that was really where I learned a lot about religion from the Christian hostel. Although I said I'm a Sikh, but I followed, we had to go to church and on Sundays. And in the hostel, they were all Christians except me. I think I was the only non-Christian. So I watched a Chinese girl. They were all Chinese. And I was so impressed with her because I couldn't believe how kind she was. You know, whenever somebody was sick, that hostel had students from young, like 8, 9 years old, till HSC, 16, 17. So I just watched her. She was about, I think, 15 or 16 years old. But she went out of her way to help everyone. Whenever somebody was sick, she would stay with them, you know, the younger ones, and do whatever she can for them. I just watched her, you know, what a nice person she was, and always willing to share what she had. I learned all these values from that hostel. They used to say a prayer before they start eating, the Lord's Prayer, that was really nice living, and everyone was so kind and helpful. So I put that learning into my Punjabi, Sikh religion, and followed. But it took me a long, long time. I was always interested in learning what has our religion got to say. And from wherever I could find something, I couldn't understand Punjabi very much, so had to be in English. Whenever there was a translation, there was a translation of the Bani anywhere. We tried to get all the books we could. And it took me a long, long time to learn from wherever we could. But now, after so many years, I noticed, now we are in Australia. We've been in Australia for many years. And I notice only now we get people from India, the Pracharaks and all. They are very good. They can explain things. There are a lot of things on the internet. We hear the Katha from Manji Sahib, Gurdwara, and they explain beautifully. So Sikh religion, I think, was very difficult. I know that when I got married, I went to Johor Bahru. My husband was a doctor there, but I loved my seva, and I was a teacher. And I used to go in the morning on Sunday to go and do rotinga, to make rotis in the morning. And I noticed a boy, he was about 12 years old. And he also went to one of these Christian schools, a Catholic school. But because he has learned about religion or doing seva in the Catholic school, he used to come 6 a.m. in the morning. He used to be in the Gurdwara to do the, seva. And I watched him as well. And the poor boy, he'll come and tries to start washing and whatever he could. And one of our Sikh members, this boy, his hair was cut, he was cropped, and he didn't cover his head. And he said very rudely to this boy, he said, don't come here, you're cropped and you don't cover your head. Don't bother to come and do seva. That boy never came back. He became a Christian. I mean, all these things, anyway, I don't want to stop too much. I'm sure there are other people who are waiting to say something. That's my, input for today. Thank you. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Tanmanji, thank you very much for sharing your personal experience. Definitely, we all will benefit from your experience. So, thank you very much. Hanjipal ji, you are unmuted. So, kindly share.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you, Ji. I think this was a very interesting lecture, very, very interesting, because even the questions that came up and also the Paisab and the Auntie Ji who just spoke before me, I think that was very good input that we have got to learn from many other faiths, especially our Christian friends, how from the very young they inculcate these values of the importance of having a Guruji, a master in our life who can guide us, because it is very important. I mean, I'm coming back to the topic for the day, importance of Guruji. And our first Paisab Ji said that sometimes he does not find the material there on how to control our Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Hankar. I think it is important that we have to understand that today Google is our greatest source of information. Everyone goes on Google, whatever you type, there are billions and billions of answers that will come out in seconds. But Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, as the Guruji of the Sikhs, as my Guruji, as our Guruji, is that resource which I'm very glad today, also in the age of social media, IT technology, we can also have it at our fingertips, in our phones, in our computers, in our laptops. So as much as waiting for the pastors and the Gyanijis and the Pracharaks in Gurdwara Sahibs to share these knowledge with us, I would also like to just remind maybe myself and everyone else that these apps today allow us to search and find a lot of good information on the teachings of my Guruji. Because I think today's session was so important. We all have to accept the master, our Guruji, already had the skill that was compiled in the 1430 angs. There are 35 great professionals, the Mahapurush, 6 Gurujis, 15 Bhagats and 11 Pats. Now, how much more data do we need? And they have got the experiences, they have got the skills. It is only there are two kinds of people. One, Manmukh, who says, Nahi ji, main aape lab langa. I'll try to find my own path to happiness, and maybe it's not going to be beneficial and proficient. And the other is, let us all try to be a Gurmukh who can follow the path of my Guruji, because then we are guaranteed to have definite success in our life. Because Gur Paras Ham Loho Mil Kanchan Hua Ram. Paras is that philosopher's stone. And in fact, later, about 2 hours time, I'm giving a lecture somewhere else. And the topic is, does the Paras really exist? And today, listening to Paisab talking about my Guruji, I was reminded, yes, the philosopher's stone, the Paras, has the ability to turn any metal into gold. But let us also remember, with the teachings of my Guruji, with the teachings of our Guruji, our lives can also be transformed. Guruji will influence our life and make this a wonderful, worthwhile journey. And in the last minute, I like to share, we do have a 26-week course, which takes about half a year, that I'm attending online thanks to COVID-19. And if any one of you want to find out, it starts by reminding us that human birth is so successful. And week 26, it brings us to salvation. In the middle of those courses, we talk about how we overcome the Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Hankar. So we will have all the endless joys, the happiness. So Paisab, who was looking for such sources, today everything is available. Let us remember, when we drive a car, we need a GPS. The GPS is our best guide. And the importance of Guruji in today's language is that Guruji is our GPS. We need it. Otherwise, we might get lost. And my last sharing with you is Charan Sharan Guru Ek Penda Jaichal Satguru Kot Penda Aage Hoye Leta. Let us just go one step towards my Guruji, and I guarantee you, Gurbani says he will come 100,000 steps to guide us, to show us how not just to overcome Kam Krodh, Lobh Mohankar, but actually to make our life so wonderful that we can become living examples and also share it with others. Thank you, Ji, for giving me this opportunity to share. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you very much for sharing your wisdom, sharing your knowledge with all of us, Palji. Thank you very much. Yes, we also have some more lectures on CSGB YouTube page as well. Like today, we discussed about importance of Guru. In previous time, we have discussed about anger, about greed, about ardas, prayer. So different topics, different concepts we have covered, and it's under the folder of English lecture of CSGB page. So you can follow that as well. We have discussed like 30 to 40 minutes specifically on one topic. So if you need some more help or any suggestion or questions, you can ask.
How can I enroll for this course that Vivji mentioned just now?
Yes, Palji, could you please help Mohanji about it?
Vaheguru Ji, thank you, Ji. You can just send me a WhatsApp. I will guide you and direct you to the sources.
This is your number, 658856
9450. Hanji, thank you, Ji. Just send me a WhatsApp and we will connect you with all the resources. Although Paisab also said, yes, I love his lectures too, because I think Paisab Ji's lectures are very clear too, very to the point. And I'm also glad that he also has some of the recorded versions for those of us who miss this every week session. Even I miss them sometimes. So I'm glad they are being recorded, and I congratulate Paisab for his ability to both explain in English and Punjabi. I look forward to more recordings, but yes, sir, you can always WhatsApp me. I'll also share other resources with you. Thank you.
I miss your name, Ji. I miss your name.
My name is Palji. Palji. Vaheguru Ji.
P-A-L, Pal.
Hanji. Thank you, Ji.
Thank you, Ji.
Thank you very much, Palji, for your kind words, and you are always sharing your experiences and feedback. So it really helps all of us. Thank you very much once again. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to add? Thank you. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to add or share something? Hanji, don't be shy. You can share. Hanji Kartarji, you are unmuted.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, Master Ji.
Fateh Ji.
I think everybody spoke very well. There is nothing much to speak. And for Mohanji, the first one, who said that he doesn't know how to control or no one to train him. I think if we spend a bit more time reading our Bani, we will be able to understand how to control all our vices. Exactly. And as for the other lady, second Penji, who spoke about her experience, yes, I agree with you. During the early days, nobody would explain what Bani meant. And we don't even want to go to the Gurdwara because we don't understand what they were talking about. And I also agree, I had the same kind of experience where your hair is cut and you are not allowed in the Gurdwara, they chase you out. So I can relate with her. As for Palji, yes, he always has beautiful stories and beautiful way to explain. But for me, today's lesson, I feel that our Bani or our Shabad is our important source of wisdom, guidance, and authority. We first have to learn how to understand that and not go to temple to wait for somebody to train us, but listen and understand what they are telling us and then make a decision, because Bani also advise you how to avoid bad decisions, what is good for you, and to follow the right path. It is a matter of reading, understanding, and applying the virtues in our life. Only then we can survive and be successful. It all boils down to just one word, faith. Right. We must have faith. If we do not have faith, if we just talk about it, oh, I went to Gurdwara, I did listen, but I don't understand. I don't think I want to go. Or why I want to sit there, listen 2 hours, I don't even understand anything. Or when they do the kirtan and you don't like the tune, this tune just makes me go to sleep. And if it is one Bollywood song's tune, then you will find everybody swinging to the tune. It is the tune, but not the words that they understand. So we have to change our mindset. I think that is more important. And faith is very, very important. For me, faith is like you spoke about that, the story about the guy who went to the thief house and he saw him getting up early morning and he got a virtue from him. And the light. Faith is also like that. It is a small lamp in a dark forest. It does not show everything, but it gives you enough light for your next step. That, I think, faith is so important in our life. As long as we can change our mindset and our strong faith, we will be successful in life. That is from me. Thank you, Master Ji.
Thank you very much, Kartarji. You really spoke so well. I was just loving to hear you. I was just thinking, okay, you may speak some more words. So thank you very much for your contribution, Kartarji.
Master Ji,
Thank
can
you,
I answer?
Master Ji.
Thank you, Kartarji. Very good. I just want to ask a question. My concern, I'm from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. My concern is not myself. I'm already 70 plus. So my journey is on planet Earth, and Earth School is almost ending. My concern is the young generation. You go to Gurdwara today, you see either very old people or very young people. Very young people means those who are led by their parents and brought to Gurdwara. The X, Y, Z generation, you find they're missing. Now in this group, may I ask a question? Is anyone in this group below 30 years of age? I
agree with you.
Anybody below 30 here?
Anybody below 30? I think Amandeep ji, you are? Yes. Anyone else? I think.
The reason I ask a question is because divorce rates among Punjabi young couples is highest as per the population. We are a small population, but every time you go for a wedding, after 1 year, you say, hey, divorce ho gaya. The reason for the divorce is, personally from my experience, is unable to handle their emotions. Ego, Gurbani talks a lot about ego. The young man has his ego, the young lady has her ego. The young man wants to behave like his grandfather. Whatever the grandfather say, everybody listens. So he's got impressions about the life when his grandfather was around. Or maybe his father. His father may be the one controlling the household. But the young ladies cannot take all that. So what I mean is the reason for that. Now, I'm not only talking about it. I've taken some small actions, some small steps. Gurdwara Sramban invited me. Basically, I'm a trainer.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I'm a trainer. I'm retired from the Air Force. I'm a corporate trainer. So the friends in Sramban Gurdwara said, Colonel, ਸਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਦੇਗ ਦਾ ਬਾਟਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਏਡਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬਾਟਾ ਛੋਟਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਤੇ ਸੰਗਤ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਕੰਫਿਊਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ. So we had a seminar. They organized a seminar in a nice hotel. We led the seminar. We talked to the young people. We found out a lot of things similar to the what experience this cropped boy who is cropped, and then he was told, I am cropped, and from young. In my Gurdwara in Penang, I come from Penang, they call me, Oi Bamana, Brahmal Banike Ayakar. So I'm called Baman from very, very young. But our concern is the next generation. Now, if all of us are above 30, above 50, I attend many of these seminars. We are not addressing the target audience. Sada jara future generation hai na, oh destroy hunda janda. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਟਾਰਗੇਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਐਕਸਪਲੇਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਇਹ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਿਰੀ there are so many languages in Gurbani so that's why very difficult to understand Anji so that is the concern and that's the reason why I asked that question how to do this in fact my latest research now is I'm looking at how to become Jivan Mukht
Okay.
And one of the things we have to control is our Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar, particularly in India and all that stuff. But my research is going on. So I'm actually looking for how to help the younger people. That's my concern.
I agree with you, Mohan Singh, that yes, that generation is not coming to temple. Even in Singapore, they are missing. But I think if we make important programs which are more relatable to that generation, I'm sure they will come.
Yeah, how do we do that?
So we just need more interesting programs.
Nanji, the trouble is our Gurdwara program, the standard program is out of date now. Because if you go early morning to the Gurdwara, the first jatha that sits is the youngest jatha. The most inexperienced jatha is sitting in the morning, the first jatha. Then the second jatha, third jatha, fourth jatha. All the jathas do two shabads. And then at the end is the what you call the well-known jatha, the
most experienced
jatha.
The most experienced jatha, they will come just before Das. That's their slot. Everybody in Bahasa, we say Shyok Sindri. Everybody Shyok Sindri. They enjoy themselves on stage. And I used to enjoy if the Shabads has got a Hindi tune. But now some of the conservative people say, no, Gurbani cannot be sung in Hindi tune. It has to follow the rag. Okay. But nobody explains. So every Gurdwara I go to, and if I know the jatha that's singing, I'll tell the jatha, look here, instead of doing 2 shabads or 3 shabads, you do 2 shabads, but please explain the meaning, how to apply the shabad in our life. So I have Baldev Singh is a lawyer here in Malaysia. He does a lot of Kirtan. The last time I went to Gurdwara, the first thing he saw me, I missed his session. He said, Colonel Ji, main explain kita si. Main ji, thank you so much. Because we only take home value. There was another friend of mine called Kartar Singh. He's a retired police officer, stayed near my place. He told me the same thing. He said, yaar, palle kuch nahi pehna.
Oh.
ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਬਲਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੋਡਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਤਬਲਾ ਵਜਾ ਕੇ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ
ਸਹੀ
ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਤਬਲੇ ਦਾ ਟਿਊਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਤਬਲਾ ਵਜਾ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਪੱਲੇ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ you see so that is the problem.
Hanji, Vaiguchi. If I can just share, thank you, Ji, for bringing up all the concerns. And I'm glad that Auntie Ji also agreed. These are current day issues. If you just give me 30 seconds, thanks to COVID-19, in the last 2-3 years, we have all had lots of lockdowns. And I've had the opportunity to do a lot of satsang, online satsangs with the Sangat from UK, Canada, India, Australia, New Zealand, and all other parts of the world, including a lot from America and so on. All communities of Sikhs in all different parts of the world are facing the same problems in the diaspora. I thought it was only outside India, but in India, the which way is same problems are chukiyan han. So I'll just take 30 seconds to let you know. I'm very glad you are a trainer, you are a coach, you are a mentor. Number 2, Paisab Satvinder Singh Ji speaks very good English, and he is also very knowledgeable. I've been listening to his lectures for the last at least 1 year now online itself. And I think we need to get together all these knowledgeable sources, regardless of how long your turban and your hair is. Sir, your knowledge is what I am after, your talent, your skills, your ideas, and everyone else who spoke. Because together, I'll just let you know this much. For those of you who are interested in this project, do get back to us. Because just before COVID-19, the government of Singapore gave us a tender for the 8th Gurdwara Sahib in Bukit Batok. My team and I, and also CSGB, we put up tenders, both 2 tenders, but neither one of us got approved. Luckily, they did not approve us because after COVID-19, we realized maybe a physical building is not what we want. We already have 7 Gurdwaras in Singapore. Maybe the 8th is not needed. However, for just 0.1% of the cost, 38 million was going to be the cost as tendered for the new Gurdwara Sahib in Bukit Batok. But for just 38,000, our scientists, our computer engineers are working on a special app that is going to be for the future generation. Let us not wait for them to come to the Gurdwara Sahibs. Let us not fight whether Hindu tunes or rag. Let us not debate whether Tanti Saj or let us throw the Vaja Tabla out. Let us not even wait for them to come back to Gurdwara Sahib. We are creating apps right now where each one of you will have a channel inside the app where discussions will be done, where Q&A exams will be happened, where certifications will be given out by the University of Sikhism.com. And it is going to be a very structured program. So whoever is listening to me, tell your friends also, by Mohan Singh Ji, I do not care whether you have a turban or you do not. I care for the knowledge, the experience, and most importantly, the hunger you have within yourself, because there are 76 shabads on Jeevan Mukti alone. That topic has been covered. And last Sunday, I'll let you know this, the Toronto American and other diaspora Sangat, we had a 2-hour seminar online, which was actually talking about divorces in the Sikh faith. To hear you bring up the same issues tells me I do not look at your turban or the lack of it. I look at the pain within your heart that is concerned about the future generation. And I welcome you. Please keep in touch, and I welcome everybody else who want to share your life knowledge, your life skill. You will be given a platform in the app, because today young people are not going back to old buildings. They are interested for knowledge in their fingertips, in their phones. So we are developing those apps. If you know other intelligent, knowledgeable, experienced pracharaks who can actually speak to the young generation, do connect with me and I will help you. It's a very good project that I'm involved in with all these very knowledgeable people, and we need every Sikh who knows anything about any subject to come forward, because we need to bring everybody together. I thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to share. Thank you, Sikh.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful, wonderful project. Wonderful project. I'll be sending you a WhatsApp shortly.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Palji. Thank you very much, Mohanji. Yes, I'm able to feel your pain towards our younger generation. They are not coming to Gurdwara. Even from Central Sikh Gurdwara Board or Sikhcentre, we are arranging few programs for younger generation as well. Every second or fourth Sunday, we are preparing few topics. There we are able to see few youngsters as well. Now we are taking their feedbacks, their suggestions, so that we can improve or we can work on the topics whichever they want to discuss on. Now we are asking their opinions on which topic do you want a discussion or any samvad or any topic you want me to explain or any other person. So now we are also trying for that. And moreover, now we are having in English and in Punjabi as well. We are giving some classes to kids so that they can understand it in English and in Punjabi as well. Now we are putting efforts. I think we all are putting efforts, and we need to put some more efforts towards our younger generation. We must try to motivate them, because we are motivating them to earn more and more money. Look for the business, look for the jobs or education part. But sometimes even we don't share the wealth of virtues with them. Sometimes even we don't share the actual fruit after going to Gurudwara. We are telling them, if you will not able to work well, you will not able to get proper education, the loss you will be having. Human may die without money, but humanity will die without these virtues. That also we need to pass our message to younger generation, where we get, even we are lacking sometimes or somewhere, we don't explain the values or virtues of Qurbani. So I think we all should work together. If you have any suggestion, any feedback, if you think like in that way we can bring our youth here. Here also we are having one lecture in Punjabi, one lecture in English, and we are asking their feedbacks about topics, discussions, trying to get them more and more. But yes, I would really appreciate if you can share your experience, your ideas, so I can feel the pain in every single member. They are really concerned about our youth, our younger generation. So I think we all can work together to work on the path of Almighty. ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰੀਏ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਅੱਗੇ, ਬਾਕੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਰਨ, ਸਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਲੈਣ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਛੋੜੀਏ. This is what I think. But I would appreciate if you can come up with more ideas so we can make up plans accordingly. Hanji Mohan ji, you are muted.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you, Ji. Thank you, Ji, for tolerating my concerns. I think I took up a lot of airtime today. Thank you very much. I have just sent an.
You are unmuted, Mohan ji. Cannot hear you. Yes, Mohan ji.
Hanji, thank you, Ji. Thank you for giving me airtime. And I'm sorry I took up a lot of time, but these are things which are on the concern.
Actually, yes, real concern. No worries, Ji. Thank you very much. Even I really appreciate and thankful to you. You were bringing real questions, real concerns that actually need some discussion. So thank you very much. Like it was kind of a gentle reminder once again for all of us. We must take care about our youth, about our children, and about everyone who is near to us, dear to us, or every person, and we should be polite. And Tanwant ji, Kartar ji, Mohan ji shared their personal experiences. We should polite whoever is coming. So we should show some sympathy, kind words, sweet words, and that is much needed. So that's all from my end. If someone else who wants to share or add something, so feel free to unmute yourself. Hanji. Someone else who wants to add or share something? Okay, so request you all. So kindly unmute yourselves so that we all can say Gur Fateh together. Once again, thank you very much for your precious time, for sharing your knowledge, sharing your wisdom. Thankful to each and every one of you. We all will work together. Pray to Vaheguru Ji. So let's all say Gur Fateh together. Kindly unmute. Sare pyar naal akhna ji. Vaheguru Ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki fateh.
Thank you, Master Ji.
Thank you, Master Ji.